Good morning, it's Kelly from the County Brant Public Library again. Today we're working on what I call luck is in the pin. So we're going to do a shamrock for St. Patrick's Day. This is something we haven't done before, so it'll be a nice change to try to do something different. So we're working with felt. Felt is kind of a fun thing to work with, sometimes a little difficult to cut, but you'll work with it anyway. So we're doing these lovely little pins. We're going to do it in layers. And you're going to probably have enough to do a couple, so we'll give away one to your friends. So you're going to have a pattern. As you see, I've got safety pins on there, just so it makes it easier to cut and hold in place. There's other ways of doing it if you want. Tack it with thread, but I thought this would be an easy way to do it. So you're going to do your pin in layers. I've got some layers of 3, some layers of 2, so it depends on what the look you want. And I've got 2 different colors of felt for you. So you're going to cut out your shamrock. You're going to cut at least 2, no less than 2. In fact, you might even want to do 3. Okay? This one's a little bigger than what you probably want, but your choice. You can make them big or small. One thing about a shamrock, it's easy to draw because you can do it with just little hearts. Okay, so you can do 3, 4, either or, doesn't matter. 3 is actually kind of cute too, and then you would put a stem on it. Okay, so you're going to put them together in layers, just for the convenience of it. I've already got them cut. I've got 2 layers going, and I'm going to do a stitch I call a running stitch, no, blanket stitch around the edge. So you're going to come up. I'm going to do white only just because it will show better. And you're going to do a blanket stitch all the way around, or just a regular stitch, whatever you feel comfortable doing if you don't know what a blanket stitch is. So you're stitching the 2 layers together, okay? And then the fun part begins as you get to decorate it. You're going to have all sorts of different color green beads in your kit. And if you've never worked with beads, they're quite easy to work with. They all have little holes in them. The only thing is you have to have the right size needle for the size of beads you have. So my suggestion to you is to get a nice little kit of needles. I'm hoping to have one in your kit, but if I don't, just get a nice little set. Sometimes you can get them even at the dollar store, a nice little set of needles. They're always good to have on hand. Okay, and you're also going to get different backings. So you're going to get a pin back or a bar back. Everybody has a preference, so I'm going to give you a couple of each, so it will be different things to work with. Okay, so I'm going to show you just how to put a bead on. In the center, I just pulled up my thread. Just put it through the hole of the bead. I've chosen a large bead just for the convenience of the thread. Okay, and then just pull it down again. So a couple of them I've got just beads in the center, and some of them I've just added beads here and there. And different color stitches actually adds to the fun of it. So as you see, I've got this one finished, but I haven't put my back on yet. So for putting the back on, I'm just going to cut a little circle of felt. I'm going to put my pin through it, and I'm actually just going to glue it on there. Hot glue will work. I would glue it, and then I would also do a little stitch around the end as well, around the edge as well. So you just have that little extra strength so your pin doesn't fall apart. Okay? So this one I've got 4 layers. And aren't they super cute? Be fun for St. Patrick's Day. So good luck. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.